And speaking of your career as well, in the media, I mean, we do a lot within the community and obviously within our own selves here. But what has been the most fulfilling part of your media career thus far? What is the thing that you wake up and go, man, I get to go to work because of this every single day?
It's getting to love my job,
Yeah.
I can't imagine waking up and being like, "Ugh, I have to go to work. This sucks." Like I've never said that in my life.
Right.
Literally ever. Because in college, maybe in college, I was like, oh, I have to go to class. It sucks. But like after that, it's been nothing but I can't wait to go cover this game or go broadcast this game. I think the relationships that I get to build with the players are special. Getting to talk to them on the court pregame is my favorite part of my job because I get that access, right? And I get to really understand these guys at a different level and just check in with them from time to time. Not bother them, like let them do their thing, but we travel with the team, so we see these guys everywhere. And I love just propping them up and giving them their love and their shine. And when they do amazing things on the court, talk about it, celebrate the game. The NBA this year is going to be about celebrating and educating the game.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff you guys see, like the hot take stuff, like they sort of want that to go away, and they want just to celebrate the game and educate people about it. So
Preach.
that's what I'm going to try and do a lot more of this year. I'm not like the hot take guy anyway, but you know who is. Like there are people out there. So, and that's their job. Like that people have jobs, but I love my job because it's not that. I get to celebrate and educate the game, and I get to sit next to a guy in Sean Elliott who was a 2-time All-Star, who won a championship in '99, who is one of the most well-respected people in our community. People love him. He is a celebrity. He is the nicest guy of all time. He signed off on me getting this job. We vibed really well when we had dinner, when we met for the first time. Like sitting next to him and learning the game and seeing it through his eyes, because he has that old school mindset, but he also understands the changes in the game with the 3-pointers and all that stuff. And like Victor is not running away from that. Victor will shoot threes. He's a 7-footer, will shoot threes. So to see Sean sort of shift his mindset a little bit in that, like that's the best part. So the relationship part, the mentorship part of it all. I have mentors all over the league that have helped me get to where I am. Like that is cool, and I'm trying to help the next generation. Like whenever a journalist or announcer reaches out to me to watch their film, to give them feedback, like I'm always there because guys like Kevin Harlan and Brian Anderson, who are my two mentors, did that for me ever since I was 17, 18, interning at the Garden or whatever age it was. So I love that part about it too, is that everyone's trying to help each other. There's no bad blood. Taylor Swift reference. There's no I'm a Swiftie, so I just put it out there. There's no hatred towards announcers because we all have the best job in the world. So it's a brotherhood, it's a sisterhood because of a couple women announcers in the league. Like we are all one. So I think that's the best part about it.
And as you are doing with us right now, we're three young men trying to make our names known within the broadcasting and media of the Boston Celtics. And it's really, as I've began taking on this position, it's kind of reflected it more. The job is much more than what the job description entails. It's a lot more being able to connect with people within your community, being able to connect with these mentors. You had an awesome opportunity last week to unveil the Red McCombs Community Court in San Antonio, Texas. And you've also done some great work to represent Cape Cod and the Mashpee Wampanoag tribes with wearing a tie representing your heritage and the locals of Mashpee, and being able to almost encapsulate and see how communities come together behind the Boston Celtics or the San Antonio Spurs, and it's a much larger than life thing, and you are able to help me create that. What is kind of the experience and what helps that drive you to continue expanding upon that within from a local level to a national level like you have?
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I think that's another cool part about my job is that I have a platform, I have a voice, I have a microphone, and a lot of people in my community don't. And not a lot of people even know about Native Americans. You know, some people think Native Americans don't exist anymore. So that's just not true. I grew up not really knowing a ton about my family's history. And so I've kind of been on this like 4 or 5 year journey of diving deeper, reading, learning, being more invested. And I sort of, when I was in Denver, got this idea of how can I express myself in that culture on TV? And I was like, I can wear like a Native American tie or jewelry. And so my cousin made me that bolo tie that I posted about. And the first time I wore it in Denver, it blew up on social media. People loved it. And every time I wear it since, I think it does 2 things. It raises awareness and it teaches. And because people sometimes don't know. And so they will message me and say, hey, what was that? What were you wearing? It looked beautiful, but what is that? What's the story behind it? And it's a chance for myself to talk about my culture. Sean is a big part of this too. He loves that. You know, Sean and I are 2 minorities in the same broadcast booth, and that's pretty rare. So I cherish that, and he'll call me by my Native American name, which is Strong Oak. We'll talk about it on the air. There's a big Native American community here in San Antonio, a 14,000 year history of people being here before anybody else. And when I got hired, there were comments online of, wow, he looks like us. You know, wow, he's Native American. Like that's cool. Because it's been the same for a long time in the league, right? The same sort of announcer look. And so to do that, to be in the community, to connect with them, and now the Spurs signed Lindy Waters, who's one of 4 Native American players in the league, and so we're working towards having a Native Indigenous night at the Spurs, which Patty Mills used to do because he's Native Indigenous to Australia, and we're going to start that back up with the Spurs and bring in the community here, and so that's great. Doing stuff. I love basketball, so going out to Red McCombs, who was the owner that brought the Spurs to San Antonio from Dallas when they were in the ABA, the Dallas Chaparrals, to San Antonio. They dedicated a court to him, and to be there to open it was great. And then to host just basketball, pick up basketball there with the community was great. This city loves basketball, man. It's a basketball city. They live and breathe it and will die for it. It's everywhere. That's why I love it here so much. And so just to be in the community, to give people that perspective, that voice, is inspiring. It's amazing. And I just, I want to keep doing that. I think that's part of my job too. So it's not just on the court stuff. I do speaking events for the Spurs. I MC events. I'll go out and speak to Native American communities across the country. I did like 3 of those this year. So showing those communities, hey, you can do this. It's not just the person you see on your television. You can be that person you see on your TV. So if they see me do it, they can do it. And so I don't know. It's a cool thing that I've tried to lean in on the last 4 or 5 years, and it's only the beginning. I think we're going to do big things with it moving forward.
And hearing your perspective on your career and your involvement in the community, I mean, it's very refreshing. It's very motivating, inspiring. I mean, you're a very admirable character, I will say, though, and everything you've done in your career. I mean, that is definitely something we look at, and we admire it. I mean, we admire it from afar and go, we want to be that one day. So, I mean, having you on here, we're super grateful to have you on this broadcast. It is going to bring us to time today. So, Jacob, thank you for joining CTW Special Edition. One more thing, though. Anything to plug at the end here? Anything to plug?
Not really. I think just the whole thing, right? Just the whole Spurs thing.
The Spurs.
People are now the Spurs. People nationally are talking about the Spurs again. Yeah. And this community has been starving for winning basketball. Yeah, I sort of equate it to the Patriots. Like, we grew up winning for 20 years, and the Spurs were winning for 20 years. They had Popovich, we had Belichick. They had Timmy Duncan, we had Tom Brady. Like, very, very similar things. Right. And now as Patriots fans, we're hungry again. Like, it's been losing, hasn't been great. And that's how this community here feels. And so finally they feel that they see the light at the end of the tunnel. They see that shifts. So I just think celebrating the whole Spurs culture, I think is going to be super important going forward. And it's going to be a great year, healthy all the way around. Hopefully the Celtics are healthy. Hopefully everyone's healthy in the league and we have a great year. So I'm just happy to be in the league and get to do what I wanted to do since I was a little kid. So thanks so much for having me, guys. This was great.
Absolutely.
Sturgis is the best high school of all time. And we'll
IB for all.
IB for all. Let's go.
We appreciate it very much, man. We enjoy your time and we enjoyed the conversation for sure. So thank you so much.
You guys.
Yes, 100%, Jacob. And everybody, do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications to the Celtics Talk Weekly YouTube channel. We will have a lot more content for you guys throughout the season. This is, I mean, we've done this many times, but this is only the start of the 25-26 season. For me, Seamus Zarlingo, Justin Lowe, Nick Franco, and our special guest, Jacob Tobey, thank you all for watching. And of course, thank you, Jacob, for joining the program today.
Thank you, guys.